the data clearly shows that striped bass is struggling. And we know that simply because we know that the conditions of the water are terrible too. I
You
have
got
not
to,
heard that.
if you, I'm almost, I'm, we're on a podcast.
I'm googling it right now because if that's the truth, that changes my entire life theory.
Channel
Blue
cats.
catfish definitely eat a lot of crabs for sure.
I, I did drink. I did have some. I had about 9 beers on Saturday night, and I'm keeping the other 9 in case we have friends coming over this weekend. And then I'm done. I'm done drinking beer. I haven't have any beer about, I don't know. And we only like drink like on a Tuesday night. I'll drink some beers and then maybe a Saturday night. But I didn't have no sugar today. The only thing I had today was a sweet potato. I mean, that is carbohydrates, but that's it.
Good
I ate
lord.
nothing but bacon, eggs. I just had some venison roast with a sweet potato.
Oh, that's wait. You said I had nothing but a sweet potato, and then you said I had eggs, venison, and a sweet potato.
No, I'm talking carb wise, sugar wise, carb wise.
Oh, okay. I like that's the eggs and venison. That's more than a sweet potato.
It was eggs
Yeah.
and bacon. It was eggs and bacon this morning, and then I came home and usually I'll eat some kind of a lunch. Did I have lunch today? Yeah, I had 2 eggs. I had 2 hard-boiled eggs, and then I had hot dogs too. Son of a bitch!
Mm.
I didn't have no bread or nothing. I just ate the hot dogs by itself. The I mean, they're all beef. They're even though they're bad, they're all beef. So it's all like beef hot dogs. So I'm trying to just stick to animal products. Somewhat of a carnivore diet. I hear so many people just getting really healthy on it, and we're going to see. We're going to see how it
Yeah,
works. Little
I've
working
heard
out.
good things. I've definitely heard good things. I just personally, I just can't imagine how my body's gonna function without vegetables. Like the last thing I ever want to do is get constipated. That's like the worst. Getting constipated to me is like it's a it is a death sentence. Like I wouldn't wish that shit on my worst enemy.
You just got to add more
So
fat. If you add more fat, usually that helps with constipation and making sure you're hydrated. That's water.
add more fat is what you said. Add
Yeah,
more
yeah,
fat.
yeah. Actually, the
I've
fat is.
never heard that. I've heard fiber. Fat?
I mean, fiber, yeah, but if you know, so the we're talking about this. I don't know why. Um, the so the carnivore diet is basically just meat products and eggs, but I can have like chicken and fish. But it's basically cutting out all the sugar. Now, I've watched a lot of people do it, and then eventually what they'll do is they'll add in like I might add some yogurt, which is protein, but it has some sugar in it. But then so I've been eating it like I would have one bowl of yogurt with blueberries in it, add a little bit of honey to it. And I did add some peanut butter powder, just plain peanut butter powder, and then eat that as a snack because I'm a snacker, man. It's crazy. And this winter's been horrible because we kind of stuck in the house because of the weather being so cold and so freaking just nasty out. So hopefully getting
Okay.
outside, getting out and work. So
But if you eat an all meat diet and you're having trouble using, taking a poop, your solution is to add more fat into your diet?
a little
You
more
think
fat in your
that'll
product and water and salt. More salt. You got the salt. You got to get really good salt. You can't use a table salt.
I
You
have
got to
not heard that.
if you. I'm almost. I'm. We're on a podcast.
I'm googling it right now because if that's the truth, that changes my entire life theory.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I
I was
think if they.
always told fiber, so like veggies, fibrous vegetables, broccoli, spinach, stuff like that. I've never heard that adding fat can help clear your intestines out.
Well, the way I listen to a lot of people, you don't fart, and he goes when you eat fiber and you eat them greens, your stomach kind of gets like I don't know. It's kind of they're saying you get everything you need for your body. You can get out of meat, beef, steak, eggs. Even add you can add some dairy. So I've been adding some cheese to it. Um,
Yeah, it says straight from Google's AI, adding healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, which is a vegetable. But
Yep.
ghee, I don't know what that is.
Yep.
Some sort of
It's cla-
butter.
it's-
G.
Ghee is ghee. I use ghee a lot because I use bacon fat a lot. Whenever I cook anything, I use bacon fat. But I go and get the really good ghee. All that is, it's clarified butter. It's got a
That's what it
higher,
says.
it's got a higher heat point to it.
Well, you freaking learned me something today, because I've never heard that. I always assumed, fiber. So like your starchy, or not starchy, but like your fibrous vegetables, your grains like oats and whatnot.
It
I ain't
makes you
never heard nobody
gassy.
say, yeah, eat more fat. That's crazy.
But the fiber, if you notice some of it, if you haven't had it and then you eat it, you get real gassy and stuff like that. Where you can do the same thing there, but they're saying you don't fart, skin complexion gets better. I got beef
Hmm.
tallow for my face.
I've had
It-
heard really good things about beef tallow.
Beef tallow is cook everything in beef tallow. That's probably your best, but I got ghee downstairs. I got avocado oil. And then when you get extrovert, you got to make sure when you read the back of it, you got to be really particular about it. You don't want any other ingredients but extra virgin olive oil. If there's anything else in it, then that means it was processed. It's going to be processed, but it's if they burn it real. Supposedly, a lot of them they burn it or they real high heat. I think so. It actually makes it
Hmm.
rancid. That's why I don't really cook with olive oil. Maybe a steak.
Hmm.
But I use ghee a lot
So
and butter a lot.
garlic ghee for your crab dipping sauce? Is that what's on
No,
the menu this summer? No?
I got the butter that I use is basically what is it? It's just milk and what? Cream. It's cream and salt. So the butter that I use is Land O'Lakes. It's the best tasting there. A lot of them want you to use grass fed beef. Everything's about being grass fed, you know.
Yeah.
But I use Land. I've been using it. It's got a great taste. It only has 2 ingredients in it. It's like the pasta. I love my wife's spaghetti. It's her
Well,
sauce.
you
It's
know the whole kind of scam artist thing behind the whole grass fed situation is that they can call it grass fed if at some point in the cattle's life it ate grass. And so what you really, I guess, I don't give a shit. I just go and buy steak. Honestly, I look for like the manager special. I'm coming in there with some intent to, defraud if I can. So, but apparently what you want to look for is grass finished, because that means that the cattle only ate grass. And that's what everyone thinks when they hear grass fed.
right.
But they could have just like literally thrown a ball of grass at that cow at some point in its life, and they can now say, hey, grass fed, and then everybody goes crazy for it apparently, and they can nice little markup on that meat.
Yeah, I can put that at the bottom. See, it says subscribe to the Crab Shack. I can put a little banner up there scrolling across the bottom.
You were talking about uh, we were talking about eating. Hell, put that up there too. People, the whole grass
Yeah.
fed ghee butter. That's fucking interesting. I had no idea that
Yeah, that's what I
fat
hear.
could.
And then you salt too. It's about being
Yeah.
hydrated. And when you get salt, so when I've been to BJ's and now BJ's, when you get the Himalayan salt, you got to really look in the back, and it says it's from Pakistan. That's the one you got
Mm.
to get. I'm pretty sure it's from Pakistan. You got to get that kind of salt. And the problem was there was the Celtic salt. That's I got that, and then they were telling me they were finding like lead inside of it. Was a big deal.
Is
Um,
that like Irish? Is that Irish salt? Celtic
I
salt?
don't know. It's called Celtic. What it is that your regular table salt is iodine. Don't you? It's no sense. There's just absolutely no sense. No sense. So I got another screen up here so I can just see. So when I do the share screen, I can't see you on my main screen. So I got the other one up there. I like where? What's wrong with that? Um, so right now I mean, I got a pretty good picture just from my GoPro. But am I lagging? I think I'm lagging.
A little
No,
bit.
yeah, that sucks. So what I think I'm gonna do when I'm home is plug the Ethernet in right from my wait for my thing in here. I mean, my damn Wi-Fi is sitting right behind me. I'm really lagging. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So you got to take salt too. You got to be hydrated. If you're not hydrated, that's another reason I think they said about being constipated. And that's what there's people that has said that they have been on it. You're good for losing the weight, but you end up getting, yeah, it's my effing internet is freezing up. Is that crazy? Maybe it's my camera.
I mean, I hear you just fine.
Yeah. Hold on.
Normally, if you're lagging, then your audio gets jacked up with it.
No, I'll go a little linear, see if it changes anything. Maybe though. Who knows? Maybe that was better. Who knows? But I really been wanting to get in this because being older, it not only will it help you by putting fat into your body and not any sugar, it ends up all the shit fat that I got on me, all the bad fat goes away. And they're saying, yeah, your bad cholesterol will go up. And everybody kept saying that your cholesterol, they used to be saying it was okay when it was around 300 or 250 or anything, if it goes above that. But I think once I do it for about a week straight, I just got to take it one day at a time. It's hard when I'm sitting here and not doing anything because man, I crave sugar, man. I mean, I go downstairs and I got the heroin dealer right here because she brings it in every goddamn day. Every time I turn around, there's some other kind of candy or candy bar sitting around here. And Easter's bad because she likes buying them big Canterbury eggs and stuff.
Yeah. Well, every freaking holiday has some sort of sugar and candy involved. The only
I
one I
mean,
don't think does is like Fourth of July, right? We cook out on Fourth of July, but every other
yeah.
holiday is some sort of candy. It's Easter, Halloween, Valentine's Day, Christmas. There's candy involved in all of it. So
I'm,
it's
the
just,
good thing
consumerism.
the good thing is that there's actually good if you add dairy to your carnivore diet, that's not the strict carnivore. Strict carnivore is water, salt, beef,
So
basically.
crabs fit in with your carnivore diet?
I guess it's alive and we kill it. Yeah, I guess so.
It's meat.
Seafood. It says seafood. I mean fish. Yeah, like I said, I had deer roast today. What's a good temperature in a deer roast? Mine was about 145 in the middle. That should be good, right?
Yeah, I don't go past 160. Um, yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
145
thought.
solid.
My wife,
145
oh my
solid.
god, the blood was coming all over the plate. She was like,
Will
"Oh
she eat it? Does she
no,
like it? She
no,
won't eat it either. My wife
won't
does
eat."
not eat my meat. Nope. She don't give
No,
a damn no matter how I cook it. Uh,
my wife eats my meat.
uh,
I got it.
not
What?
that meat. Yeah.
I can get away with that. What, 38, 30, well, 39 years, baby. Man, we're not too far away from 40 years together, buddy.
The hooved meat.
Yeah. Well, they said
You ain't got
fish,
no hooves.
what they're saying, chicken don't have enough fat in it. You know what I mean? Where beef does. Well, the skin, yeah, but well, that's why when you get ground beef and everything, the dark. I like the dark meat, but I really don't have a lot of fat in it. I can eat thighs all day long. I tell her you cook it and cook it, and it just don't ever dry out. She loves the breast, and it's like
So
crazy.
guess what is crab's biggest predator? Take a guess. Besides you out
Um,
there.
I would, I, I would almost say rock. I would say stripers would be a big one. I would say
Stripers.
stripers.
Yeah.
Um, I think
So
stripers
they
would
did a.
be.
You got a second?
Yeah, no, buddy. I got all night. I don't got to work tomorrow.
No, I'm saying you got a second idea. Like
Oh,
who else?
well,
What other predator?
they would. I thought
I
that
got
would.
all night.
Look at that. I got all. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome videos. I would think blue cats, but I think I just seen something different about that. That they were dirt. They eat more like clams and little little clams and stuff like that.
Oh, they
Whitetails.
eat a lot of blue. They
Um,
no, they definitely eat a lot of blue cats. That whole
oh,
thing is coming out. What'd you
what
say?
is? I think channel cats is a big one, wasn't it? Channel
Blue
cats.
catfish definitely eat a lot of crabs for sure. Uh,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the people that are saying that are the cat fishermen who don't like it when people demean the fact that blue cats are an invasive fucking nut job fish in our waters, and so they want,
right.
they do the same thing with the snakehead. There's like these lovers of these fish who are like attached to them, and if you demean them in any way, oh, you should, kill the invasive fish if you're going to fish for it, kill it, bring it home, do whatever. They're like, no, I'm gonna throw it back because this is a fish and it's just as fun to catch like any other fish, and I'm gonna I'm gonna keep these in this water because I like to fish for it. And so no matter how
Well,
many
that's
ways and how many studies people come out with saying, hey man, this thing is eating way too much than not the native fish. Native fish aren't able to compete. Blue cat, snakehead, they're not able to compete. People don't care. They're like, I like to fish for it, so I'm gonna keep putting it back. And it's
that's
like,
what that's the same with the snakehead too. And a lot of them are putting it back and get mad when you watch
yeah,
bow fishing. I mean, boy, they were having such a man. The guys that love snakehead, they just cannot
they're
st now.
nuts.
Yeah, but I mean, but I understand. I can't see they bitch about the bow fishermen. They'll go out bow fishing, and then on the bank you'll see about 30 fish up there, carp, catfish, and sometimes snakeheads, piles of fish. For me,
Hmm.
if you're going to do that, I think there's got to be a way to give that fish to somebody to eat. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
should. You definitely should. But even if you can't, um, killing them is the best practice. And I know that's like for people that is just so hurtful to say if they like to catch these things. I
Yeah,
like catching snakehead and blue catfish. I love them, but
I do. Too.
you have to remove that fish from the water. They're not supposed to be there. And it's not like we're just making up their effects. We're not just, oh, they eat a lot of blue crabs, but we're really lying about it because we just don't like blue catfish. Like, no, they demolish crabs. Like they go on tears. And yes, they eat clams too. Yes, I mean they eat
Yeah.
all kinds of fish that our native fish would want. There's already this huge. Anyways, before I go down that rabbit hole, 97% of juvenile crabs are eaten by other crabs. It is cannibalism that
Oh,
kills
really?
the majority. Yes. Isn't that crazy?
Well,
Adult crabs.
that's what they
I
said.
can't,
When I'm on a commercial boat, and they get peelers or soft crabs, something like that where they're shedding. They said, yeah, they'll sit down there and just they'll literally eat it right there, on the boat.
yeah.
Yeah.
So adults account for 97% of juvenile crab deaths. And
Huh.
this was like a 40-year study from the Smithsonian that just came out. Um,
I think that's something.
so
I did not know that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed. I would have probably said blue catfish. I probably would have said blue catfish because we talk about it a lot. Um, but for someone to try and say, "Oh, blue catfish don't eat as many blue crabs as we thought," like it, no, let's not go there. You like catching blue catfish, cool, but let's not pretend like they are not destructive. I mean, they are very destructive.
That sounds pretty. I never even thought about that. I thought they said that the channel cats. Where was I watching this at? Somebody said that the blue cats weren't eating as much; they were eating more clams and stuff like that. But you had to worry more about the channel cats because the channel cats will definitely eat more crabs. Oh, they were fishing. Who the hell was I watching? I think I was watching Scott Lennox. Was I watching him? And they were out there perch fishing. I can't remember, but they were out there. He said that he would go with crabs trying to catch the catfish and nothing. And he would catch channel cat. He couldn't catch any blue cats on the crab. So that's why I think I heard that.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I would not try to use a crab to fish for catfish. There's better. I can think of much better options, but I mean, people cut their bellies open all the time and find crabs all up in there. I mean, they're um they're definitely out there smacking down crabs, and it wouldn't even be. It's everything combined. So it's not, hey, catfish are eating so many blue crabs that they are affecting single-handedly the other species of the bay. Like that's not the argument anyone's making. It's one more pebble in the river, right? It's the sewage pollution. It's the fishing in summertime when these fish are stressed and there's less oxygen in the water. Which
Hold on
with these
one.
new
Hold on
fishing
one.
rules, nah, so yeah, it's no one's blaming the catfish or even the snakehead for all of the problems. It's they're just one more rung in the chain. It's the sewage on top of these invasive species, on top of the pollution and overabundance of nutrients. Um, and then you've got, I don't know if have you ever heard of the Omega Protein Company,
Yeah.
right? So you're aware of how they operate in like the lower bay and how many menhaden they harvest each year. So yeah, you're aware of omega protein and the menhaden harvest
Yeah.
every year. So it's like 51,000 metric tons of menhaden they're pulling out each year out of the lower Chesapeake, and so it's all these things together. The pollution, the harvesting, and then I think the guy from Water's Edge was talking about this the other day, how uh, they're kind of restricting, like pretty much for striped bass in August now. There's going to be a moratorium on striped bass the entire month of August.
Yeah. I actually brought
No,
that
no,
up. I was actually going to bring that up. How
yeah,
it's closed.
yeah. So no catch and release, nothing, right? And people are
I don't,
mad, and they should
but I don't
they
mind
should be
about all.
mad.
I don't mind about August, dude. I mean, if you're going out there and you're catching releasing in August, it's. I mean, you got a really big mortality rate
Yeah,
compared to like if you're doing it in the winter. They're trying to
absolutely.
stop that in the winter time where you got who said was it him? What's his name? I gotta remember his name. I think he said it was like maybe 2%. Like I said, we're gonna have Davis Korsky from the CCA on. So
Hmm.
that'll be a really, really good talk when we start talking all this stuff. The but the Medhaden, I know it's a big deal. I mean, I have so I get on both ends. I talk to Lenny Rudow from Fish Talk Magazine, David from CCA, but then I listen to Robert Newberry and a lot of the captains on the commercial side of everything. I mean, like when
And
they
they're all
talk about,
pissed off.
yeah, because you got somebody, you're charging somebody $300. Now I
Yeah.
paid $250 last winter and went on a charter. I Fish Maryland, I think it's I Fish Maryland. I think I was on his charter and we tore him up. I mean, we must call it over 150. I mean, we caught a shit ton of stripers. And
With
basically
chop
in the
tank.
no, we were down south. Um, you don't ever we were at the power plant
Oh, okay.
down the Cower Cliffs.
Yeah.
But we were out there and I paid $250. It was only catch and release. So all I did was pay $250 for somebody to go out and catch. Couldn't keep any.
Yeah.
And
That sucks.
it does. So, you pay that much money. So I'm thinking, so I know there's a lot of guys now that are switching over to do catfishing, which
Hmm.
I think the guys on Potomac make a good bit of money taking out people catfishing, you know? So, I mean, I think these guys can make a really good, you're going to go
They
out and
make they make decent money. It's not the same attraction as
no,
striped bass. Like there ain't no comparison there. And actually, what's probably more popular is really popular up in these parts is this snakehead tours. People are doing snakehead guides now, and they're
yeah.
taking people up in the marsh. And snakehead is good to eat. Of course, there's no bag limit or nothing, so you're good to take as many as you can get. And
It's one of my favorite, man. I got to admit, it's one of my favorite. It's really that good. I
yeah, it's,
like it.
it's delicious. I like it too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna be doing some bow hunting, and I'm gonna be up in the marsh this year. Um,
You're not going to
as
eat it
I
out of
have.
Back River, out of there.
if I feel like it. I don't know. Listen,
Are you
man, you
worried
got
about
to
the water?
live.
Are you worried
You
about the
got to
water and the
live.
contamination?
Ain't nobody more worried about it than me. I'm in this shit every day,
I
right?
know.
I know exactly what is in it and what concentrations, but also I know there's some good looking snakehead up there too, and
I know.
I, I
It's
believe in
they're
eating what you can
nasty.
kill. You know, I
I don't
got
think that gets pressured. I don't think that gets pressured at all. I won't put this on there, but I don't think you get much pressure at all.
we
Kayaker,
get some yeah we get some kayaks up there. I'll see them. There's a few guys I know who run up and down back river. There's definitely some bow fishermen that run up and down. Uh, how much pressure? I don't know. There's so much trash. I don't know. It's hard to tell if it's fisherman trash or just Baltimore City trash, but there's definitely a good amount of people I see up there fishing. But I don't blame any of the fishermen for being mad at these moratoriums and these month blackouts that they're doing for striper season
right?
because what the government's officially or the regulatory body, the Mid-Atlantic Fisheries Commission, what they're essentially doing is shifting the responsibility of the health of the water to the recreationists and the commercial people.
Right.
Um, they're basically saying, hey, this population's so low, it's so unhealthy that if you guys go out and catch them in these months, we're going to do more damage. So we need you to go ahead and not do your charter or not eat or not catch at all the striped bass.
Yeah. That's their
And
livelihood. They spend all this money on boats and
that's their
rods
freaking
and
life.
reels.
And yeah, tradition, culture, livelihood, it's everything, right? And so they should be mad. But the problem is, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. Like it's
Right.
still the right move. It's still the
Right.
right move because we don't want these fish to go away forever. And that's the numbers show that the year of young numbers have been down 7 years in a row below the average mean. Uh, and now you get everyone's anecdotal stories. We're like, well, hell no, like you just told a story, like you just told. We were on a pile of them, near Calvert Cliffs, and there's no way the numbers are low. And it's like, your anecdotes don't reverse the data, and the data clearly shows that striped bass is struggling, and we know that simply because we know that the conditions of the water are terrible too.
Well, there's a couple things with that is that one of the things that asked David Sikorsky, and one that a lot of guys are saying, is that we think that the striped bass are, everybody keeps taking all their records up in the same spawning areas, and we think, and what some of the commercial guys are, that they think they moved a lot of their spawning areas moved, and one big reason is that if you go up to the Marshy Hope, you have I got a video of freaking a 6 foot high, you know, almost 100 and some yards or more of a stacked blue catfish. So if the
Hmm.
blue cats are up in the rivers and you're getting tons of them and just biomass, don't you think that the stripers would eventually move? Like maybe go somewhere else instead of being up in them rivers. Um, so
I think
Noah,
so.
the
Yeah.
biologist that's supposed to coming on, I mean, I'm kind of up in the air with that, because so we went out, and so they're going to be studying. Their new study is now is is blue cats eating rockfish eggs. I'm going like, I don't know. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm thinking maybe, probably, since
I mean,
they'll
they
eat
probably
about.
do, but what's
Yeah,
the okay? And
yeah. So I mean,
even
so
if
they're
they,
saying
yeah.
that's hurting the population. I'm thinking, well, see, that's where I'm thinking that money that you're gonna sit here and you're going to take a boat that they spent so their new boat they just bought DNR. I think that was like 180,000. What was it? 120,000 dollars or something, with all this electrical
Yeah.
equipment. That's for electrofishing stuff. Beautiful
Yep. Yep.
boat, big boat.
Yep.
And so they're down there, and every other Wednesday or every Wednesday they come down and they just pull as many blue cats out of there, and then they go back and they study. And I'm like, I'm going, man, I kind of get it. I understand what you're trying to do, but I think by now we all know and understand the impact that blue catfish have on a Chesapeake
Yeah,
Bay. Instead
yeah,
of spending the
it's
money on this stuff, how about we give more money to the commercial guys that are out there? Because David Confair brings a whole boatload, thousands of pounds of blue cats in, all that money, all that time, all that gas, and I forget, did he have like 1,500 pounds of blue cats, and he made like $500 or something?
yeah.
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean,
we should be subsidizing that, and I agree. I don't, research for the sake of research, so that you can say you found this link, this unique link, like the Smithsonian study I just showed, 40-year study to see what predates crabs the most, and turns out it's other crabs through cannibalism. And even though we already knew crabs cannibalized,
right?
we're going to do a 40-year study to see if they cannibalize at such a high rate that they are the largest predator for juvenile crabs. It's like, okay, now we know that. What are we going to do? That's
No,
I, we're gonna if crab numbers are low, we're not going to go down there and separate adult crabs from baby crabs. Like, so
right?
what are we about to do? We're not going to open up baby crab
Ah,
daycare centers. So you're right.
it's
Like, but I wonder how much money do you think was spent on that study? You know?
Well, it's the pollution. I mean, one of the main things when it comes to that too, when it comes to studies, we know the Chesapeake Bay can be really bad, and a lot of it comes from the Conowingo Dam. Now, Captain Newberry tells me that there's actually a company that will. He said for free. I'm almost said. I heard him say it 3 or 4 times. They will go behind that dam and clean that shit up. But for some reason, I don't know why they won't let them go back there and clean it up. I mean,
Well, I think they're supposed to. I think they're a part of some of the money that the Conowingo Dam gets. They're supposed to clean that up themselves. They get a big chunk of change to clean that up. I
well,
forget
they're
what the
not doing a good
figures
job.
are. They actually get a lot, but there's a lot. There's a lot to get. They get a
Yeah,
lot of trash. That's one of the reasons why they just got all that money. They just got a big new contract. Uh, it was kind of a controversial thing, and because they were trying to figure out,
spending
is
money.
this worth it, right? So Governor Moore, this is from, where is this from? This is from October. Governor Moore announced his historic Conowingo Dam agreement to promote landmark Chesapeake Bay restoration efforts and supercharge the $3.2 billion Bay economy. And uh, this is basically a fund that's going to implement and support these improvements to the Conowingo Dam, including environmental projects. It's valued at more than $340 million. And it's in partnership with like the Waterkeepers Association and Lower Susquehanna Riverkeeper Association. So they're all partnering together to get this done. And 700, no, I'm sorry, what was that, 77 million is going to be going towards trash and debris removal of that 340. Uh, they're also doing 28 million for aquatic life. So somebody's doing it, and they're giving a lot of money to do it. So anything that you see that when you go up there is like the leftovers that apparently 77 million couldn't get. So I'd love to get
There's
that contract.
Yeah, no shit. The I don't know, man. I don't know how politics, politics, politics.
Yeah,
Really.
well, the whole energy debate is pretty
Well,
is
I got
raging
the one.
pretty hard here in Maryland.
Yeah, but I'm hearing. All right, so this is what I heard when it comes to the energy stuff. I don't know why our energy bills are getting so high, but I hear one guy. I think he's running for Congress. Something he's called from Stale Local. He's a guy. He's liberal. He's a liberal guy,
Yes,
and
yes, I know him very well. Bobby, Bobby Le Pen. I don't know him very well actually.
right.
We've talked a few times, connected on Instagram. Bobby Le
Well,
Pen.
he was saying, well, you know why your electric bill is so high? Well, they're saying all these data centers, they're going to be taking this. Well, if I'm not mistaken, one of the criterias of being able to open a data center is that they have to supply their own energy. They have to build their own energy. And if they're going to use the grid, or if they're going to use it until they're built to supply their own energy, then they have to pay, they have to, whatever it costs, they have to pay for it.
Um, I don't know if that's true. I think that might be true in this new bill that they're passing, that they're trying to pass. I actually don't even know if they passed it yet. Um, so that's one of the things that Trump is also trying to push is for these data centers to be approved to have like in some cases have their own nuclear
Yeah, nuclear power plant.
yeah, the nuclear power. So he's trying to act. That's one of the bills that he's trying to get passed. Um, I don't think that these existing centers are actually generating their own power.
If there aren't existing, I don't know if it's in would be
Maryland
within.
doesn't actually have that many either. I think we've only got like we don't have that many.
Well, they were already online. Why all of a sudden are they everybody blaming them for our energy bill?
Well, it's
That's what,
just like quacks like a duck, walks like a duck. We've never seen $800 a month BG&E bills, and then
no.
within 5 years of, I think they have 11 data centers up now in Maryland. I think 11 sounds close to being right. Nowhere near as many as, nowhere near as many as Virginia, but these things start popping up, and then all of a sudden we start getting these massive bills, and that's what BG&E's explanation is, that they have to do all of this improvement to their grid because of more demand. And the only thing that we can think of concretely that's caused more demand are these data centers, because there
Hmm.
hasn't been any massive new community development in Maryland. Really,
Well,
really anywhere. So
if they're rebuilding and doing, if they're going to be rebuilding or I guess they're going to be remodeling. I guess up to making them up to date. I guess. I mean, that should be.
I
Hopefully, they're
was
going to have.
I, I was very wrong. It is 40 to 46 data centers that Maryland has.
Nice.
40 to 46.
Yeah, that's why
Um,
I got my iPad here. I was gonna.
but yeah, none of them are, I don't believe any of them are net exporters of energy. They're all using, and they're using a lot. Um,
Yeah, I
so
was
this
looking at.
is, yeah, this is why people are upset. Now, is being upset going to make any change? Are we going to take down the data centers?
Oh
Probably
no! What
not.
we're going to do is that we're going to put out
So
windmills and fucking solar panels. That's what they want. That's what they.
I don't know. I don't know if that is what they want. I don't know if that's what Bobby's calling for or not.
No,
Um,
Bobby's not calling for that, but that's what the governor wants. The governor wants, it's all about the clean air, and I don't know, man. I think they're all. I think they're all fucking crooked. All of 'em. We're doomed.
well,
My wife goes, "We're doomed."
that's
Oh my god! I'm watching
in this
Lucky and
day and
Blessed.
age, saying politics is in the word crooked in this day and age are it's
It's
not a
crazy.
that's certainly not a outlandish statement to make at all. Um,
They're all of them. They're. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. How can all see now? We're gonna. I'm just gonna make one point. All right. How?
look, I've got 10% battery left, so you've got enough for 1 point, and then it'll cut you off automatically. Go
Well,
ahead.
when we sit here and all we listen to are Democrats and Republicans, we need to release the Epstein files, blah, 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 blah. And then when they try to pass a bill to find out who paid off people because they were freaking the congressmen and women in there, they try to pass a bill because they're using taxpayer monies to pay off women or whoever that they might have had a problem with. They were paying them off. They wouldn't release any of the names or anything like that.
Who's paying? Who's paying who off?
So,
What is this?
so supposedly they had a bill to where they wanted to release the names of the Congress people that had used taxpayer money to pay for what is it, to pay
Like hush
um
money?
hush money to people that they might
Okay.
have had problems with, like they're accused of maybe doing something sexual or something like that, and they try to pass a bill so they can get that information, and almost all of them said no, they wouldn't pass the
Oh,
bill.
of course.
But everybody wants the Epstein fucking files,
Yeah,
which is fine with me. Which
the
is fine with me.
congressional.
I don't care. Release everything. I don't give a crap. Okay, I'm tired of talking about it already. So tired of hearing
Yeah, we
ass
don't
wipes.
care. That's because none of us
I'm not
are
on it.
none of us are
I'm,
pedophiles.
yeah, I mean, I'm not on it. If Trump's in it, put his ass in jail. And I don't care
Yeah.
who's in it. Put them all in jail. Hey man, let me ask you. This company sent me this hat, man. You think this is my new look,
Safari Man.
It's gonna be my new my new fishing hat.
Yeah,
Indian
I can dig it.
Indiana Jones.
I can dig
This is
it.
$170 fucking hat. That is a
Uh,
nice they're called American
they
hat
sent it
makers.
to you, right?
Yeah, they asked me to do a video on it.
That's awesome.
And they asked, would you try the hat? They were going to send me another one for my wife. And I don't think it would have gotten time. Was because they asked me to make another video or something like that. And it was like a couple days away for like Black Friday or something. And
Yeah.
but I just made a video on the book, sent a couple pictures and stuff, and it was a free hat. I'm start charging now. Like like even oysters and shit like that, man. It's like the oyster stuff is such a fucking scam.
What the
You know?
oyster
Well, yeah,
restoration?
yeah. Well, you got CCA. They're putting fucking concrete in the water, which it's good, but it's called a um um illegal substrate or some shit like that. And they're saying, well, why don't we just get our shell back? It's about getting the shells.
Yeah.
That's such a hoopla. You need the shell. And then a lot of
Yeah.
them they're cutting stuff off for sanctuaries. So what happens? You have a sanctuary, and they keep saying, "Well, you can't go here, you can't go there, you can't go here," and then it sits for 3-4 years, and then it soots over. Then it gets soot, and so the waterman keeps saying you have to work the ground in order the ground to grow. You know what I mean? So if you go in this
Yeah.
area, you work this area, and that gets all the shells off, and then you got the spat, and then we we send we send almost 600,000 bushels of oysters to, like, I think that's the number, to like Virginia, to like other places, and they're supposed to send the shell back. So they pay $1 a bushel or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's $1 a bushel, but for us to buy the shell back, it costs us $8 a bushel.
Really. Well, have you
Yeah.
ever heard of the Oyster Recovery Project?
Um. Yeah.
They do
I think.
exactly, yeah, they do exactly what you're saying. They go around and they go to all the restaurants. I think they go to Jimmy's, all the big restaurants, and they collect up oysters. I was supposed to go on like a ride along with them to see the process, but with my frickin' ever since I've been on these military orders, I haven't been able to. But yeah, I do plan on doing that soon. But
Go out on
they're
an
doing
oyster boat
that. No,
or
no,
oyster
going
expedition.
around. No, going out with them, they go out and they collect the oysters from the restaurants that use them.
Right.
So they wanted me to ride along and go with them through their collection route, and then they were gonna like I'm supposed to go with them to some of the actual sites where they're doing some of the restoration projects and check it out and see how they're using the oyster shells and take a look at all that. So there are some people
Well,
doing it
well, let
right.
me know. Well, let me know if you need me to go. I can always take the camera and video, or we can do it together, and then we can make a
Yeah,
whole
be
big thing
great.
about it. You can
Yeah,
always ask them. Let me
be
know when you
great.
come down here on the shore. Um, Anything else you got?
Uh, well, let me see. I got a few more percentages left. Let's see.
Yeah, we only got 55 views on that first one, which isn't. I can't say it's horrible. I can say it's horrible. And she better.
That
What's her?
that that was not a good production. That like I single-handedly fucked that entire
Well, that's
episode
all
up.
right.
That was just the lagging. It makes it tough for anybody to want to listen to with all that lagging and jumping. It's shit. The quality was just shit.
That's all
So
right.
that's on me.
Well, the the good thing right now, it's what's
Here we
helping
go.
me out.
Thousands. Hold on. Oh yeah, I remember hearing about this. Thousands of gallons of jet fuel that spilled into the James River from the Newport News shipbuilding division.
Oh, really? How that
Yeah, it was
happen?
supposed so it was supposed to be transferred into the USS John F. Kennedy, um, and I guess that's one of their nuclear powered, uh, or it's the ship is in the Navy's Gerald R. Ford class. Yeah, so it's one of their nuclear powered aircrafts carriers, and it's going through pre-commissioning trials. So they were filling it up, and apparently somebody fucked it up, and I don't know. The tube didn't make it to the tank. Almost 8,000 gallons, which
How do you?
you know, in the perspective of almost 300 million gallons of raw sewage, 8,000's like we got off easy. You know what I mean? That's not
Yeah, no shit.
that ain't
Can't do
terrible.
because I tell you what, when I went to Virginia, man, you're talking about crabs. I seen crabs everywhere, and there's hardly any recreational crabbers in there. I was down around. I think I was down around the James River. There was a bridge there. What was the name of that bridge? I want my buddy Paulie. Actually, I'm going to go. I might go fishing with him. Um, out on the bay. I got down out on the ocean.
Yeah.
He's finally back, and he left and went to Arkansas for a little while. Young kid. He worked for Fish Hunt, Maryland, for a long time.
Mm.
Young kid out of college,
What are
and
you going fishing?
what's that?
You were gonna go out to the James to do some fishing?
Yeah, it's I think no, we're gonna go out off the coast. We're gonna go out in the we went down. I went down there with him. I forgot the name of the river. Maybe it's the Rappahannock I'm thinking about.
Rappahannock, yeah, yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of Rappahannock. We were down there. Man, there were fucking bull reds swimming. Ever could not get one to bite. Caught a puppy drum.
Listen, total different. It's crazy how different the fishing is down there. I mean, I dead ass. I can't even watch the social media influencers who do the fishing in the lower Chesapeake. I can't do it because I get so jealous. Every other every other shot is drone aerial footage of a pack of cobia or redfish, or they're reeling in bluefish. I mean, I can't deal with it because I can't catch not but maybe a few stripers out of Back River and mostly catfish and snakehead. And again, I'm not mad about the snakehead; they taste good, but cobia fishing and snakehead fishing, like, come on.
Never
Um,
done it. I love to do it, but I love to do
yeah,
it, but
they're
I've
great.
never.
They're great, man. They're great sport fish and great tasting. We just don't have that option up here, which really sucks. You had more options where you're at than I do, even.
Yeah, I mean,
We
I think we were down Hooper's Island. I'm sure you can probably get lucky down there. We went to Old Salty's restaurant. Great crab cake, man. But it was like an hour.
mm,
Well, how long would it take? About an hour and hour and 15, hour 20 minutes from here to go to Hooper's Island. It's all down the back roads
by
of the marsh.
boat.
No,
You
we
went
drove down by, you're driving all through the marsh and everything down past you're actually driving past Blackwater Refuge and
yeah, yeah,
Harriet Tubman's underground railroad. We passed through all that.
yeah.
Um
That
really-
road floods a lot. That road like disappears when it storms too bad.
well,
It's
my wife
it's
got to see a
beautiful though.
cicada deer live. we were coming back and there was a little sick deer off to the side of the road just sitting there eating grass.
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh my God, look how little that deer is." It's like so little. It's so little. It was a fun.
Yeah,
It was fun. It was good food too, man. I don't know why I keep
yeah, they are
blanking out.
cute.
You see me blanking out?
No,
No. It's like all of a sudden I
no.
see a big. I'm sticking in there.
So of course,
Yeah,
Virginia Department of Health
right there. You
says
don't see
that
that? Go ahead.
no, but I was looking down, so could
Yeah.
have been. So far, the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality says that no known negative effects have been observed up till now. Uh, and then, like, they go on to say, but avoid contact with water that has a odor or oil sheen, as odors, not even just coming in contact, but odors from jet fuel can cause headaches, nausea, throat irritation, and lead to respiratory illness. So um,
It's
it's in the water where the fish are. I'm quite sure there's some negative impact whether we observe it or not. Oh no, they said they found one red-throated loon that died due to the spill. So
I think they need to
uh,
open up another a season for them damn birds from now on because I think they eat a lot of fish itself.
the red-throated loon, are you familiar?
Oh, no, the whatever that freaking fish eating thing that's a loon, isn't it? What the hell is that thing that
Oh,
you
you're
see all
talking
those?
about. I know you're talking about the cormorant.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Those
Yeah,
little
that
black, those little black birds of death.
yeah, and they do nothing but just eat fish.
Oh, they
That's all
just
they do.
eat. They just gang. They're the biggest gang on the Chesapeake. They just gang up. You'll be riding and see like 40 of them just staring at you, sitting on a pier. And yeah, they eat. They can dive like 30 feet, hold their breath for minutes, just snap up fish.
Yeah,
Apparently, they used to be able to be hunted.
yeah. Well, that's what I mean. They stopped them. I think they're. Think I've heard some rumblings about letting them starting to go hunt again.
Yeah, I'm
Kill
down.
them.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm down.
there's a
Yeah,
ton of them out there.
I know where
It's
to
been.
find them too.
Hey, don't forget to hit the little circle there and subscribe to the channel and check out our latest video.